We are now tuned into the Burnout Podcast. I am your host, Rebecca Shelby, aka I got my foot on these bitches next. And you know what we're here to do, so let's talk about it. Today, my lovely guest co-host is Miss Ariana.
Hello, you guys. What's up?
So we're both Aquarius. And this episode is going to be a lot about spirituality and the zodiac and stuff like that because I'm really into it. It's Aquarius season. I'm Aquarius. She's Aquarius. So I figured this would be like the perfect time to talk about it. Right now we're pulling up like our natal charts and shit. So yeah, when did you like first start getting into the zodiac?
Okay, so I feel like it was somewhere after I had moved out when I was 18 that I kind of got into it because the person that I was living with was actually Nigerian and they were into spirituality. And so that was my first trickle into knowing it, about getting into my sign. But then from there, it was more of like, I'm a color crazed person. Once I saw spirituality had like connections to colors, I like dove in head
I
first.
like that too.
So yeah, fun experience. It's just been fun from there.
So what's your color?
I like to say that I'm a rainbow with a little black bow.
Okay.
Because since then I've recently just got into the chakras. So I've been drawing them repeatedly, color associating them. So my favorite chakras to focus on is like the throat chakra and the root chakra because, you know, I'm very opinionated. That's an Aquarius thing. And I love dancing. So everything is from the root.
That's cool. I would probably say like one of my spirit colors are like, I would say like oranges, but also blues. Because I'm like, I have a really fiery energy. Like I have a really like fierce kind of energy to me, but I could also be like really like cold and standoffish sometimes. I like to like you ever seen like those weather charts where it's like it's really cold here but the radius is warm, like that's like me. Like that's like my visual for that. Your natal chart, you got it? You putting it in?
I remember most of it, so we can.
Right. So let's do this then. All right, so we could start by saying we could start with our risings and our risings, our moons,
and sun.
And then we could do suns, and then we could also do Venus, since that's the love.
I hate my Venus sign.
All right, so you want to go first, or I could go first? It's whatever.
Okay, so in order, my sun sign obviously is Aquarius. My rising is Virgo, and my moon is Scorpio. So we got a little devil's triangle going on there.
And what's your Venus?
Capricorn.
Oh my God, so you are a fucking liar.
Never. All I do is get cheated on. I'm so tired of it.
I'm crying. Oh my God. So my sun sign is Aquarius, obviously. My ascendant is Scorpio. My moon is Cancer, which means I'm a bitch on the inside.
Damn.
And then my Venus, the planet of love. I think it's a Capricorn too. Hold on. Wait. My shit is a Capricorn. Damn, maybe I'm a liar too.
No.
I literally forgot that my shit was a Capricorn.
Nah, when Capricorn season came, my whole life is just falling apart.
I'm weak, yeah. Damn, yo, that makes sense. Literally, when Capricorn season was around, I was like, yo, you know what? That makes a lot of sense. I need to pay more attention to that because I'm so like, because you know your moon is your emotions. So sometimes I confuse like my emotions with like my actual love life. And I'm just like, okay, so I'm an emotional kind of lover, but I'm kind of like deceitful if I have Capricorn in my shit. So our natal charts are pretty similar.
Yeah, I feel like you're probably not too far into February then. But yeah, my love life is, I've been single for 4 years. So
what's that like? You probably love it.
I actually do. I get the repeated surprising questions of like, are you lonely? And I'm just like, after 4 years, do you think I'm going to be lonely? Because if I was, I don't think I would have. I'm going on 5, actually. So,
But you're like mad young, so
and I'm
being
pushing
single for
10.
4 years
I'm trying to
is
push 10, not going to
like
lie.
is amazing. So like, okay, so being that you're single, like, what is your dating life like? Especially like you're Aquarius, so.
Oh, God. My dating life is non-existent. I'm not an emotional type. I'm
Yeah.
not very affectionate, and so it's more of like a sex thing for me. And my sex and emotions are never connected for me. And I try to make that as clear as possible to everyone, so that nobody's feelings are feeling manipulated. But yeah, I don't even go. I don't even get asked on dates, and I don't go on dates. It's like high five or bye.
Nah, what you go? Me, I'm very nonchalant. So I try to go on dates, like I try to do the whole dating thing, but I'm just like really, don't touch me, don't look at me for too long, don't be
Yes.
fucking weird. And then I feel like because like for me, like I feel like dudes always have a certain perception of me prior to actually getting to know me.
Right. People fall in love
So
with who they think you are before they know you.
exactly. Yeah, I tell that to people all the time. Like they like the idea of me. Like the idea of me is cool, but that me, the actual person, is different and complex. All sorts of areas of gray. So people expect that I'm one way, and then when I'm not, they're just like disgusted. Not disgusted, but just like, who do you think you are? So I am very picky and choosy with dates too.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully, maybe as I get older, it won't be such a. But as far as that is going now, like, I recently just got blocked because it's just, I'm very open about who I am. Like, I can't fake the funk. I do it for my jobs. I'm not going to do it
What you
for my
got
outside
blocked
life.
for?
So I'm very chillaxed about allowing people to come over because it's just like, you're in my space. I wish you would try something. So he came over, and I'm very honest about. I'm not very open about everything, but I'm very honest about me being anxious because it's very easy for me to get anxious. And I don't even know what I did. It seemed like we were fine, and then he left, and I happened to be scrolling through my messenger, and I realized I was blocked on everything, like Messenger and Facebook.
Wait, but what happened?
I don't even know. Like, literally, he was just, we were just chilling. I felt like it was fine. Other than the fact that I felt like maybe he just didn't really think I was so as antisocial. He didn't think that I was like as antisocial as I was
Right.
like explaining, because I'm very open about it, and he was just in for the surprise of a lifetime. And I guess maybe that shook him a little bit too hard and hit the block list. No hard feelings though.
Oh. Well, what you call it? I don't know. Guys are fucking weird. And they're way more emotional than females.
Duh.
That's the other thing. Like, a lot of people don't fucking tell you. Like, dudes are far more. Bro, everything that they're like, oh, women want this, women like this, women like that. It's actually dudes, 9 times out of 10. Like, even this shit, like, with kids and stuff like that. Guys want to have babies far more than
don't even-
women do. No funny shit. Bro, because I've had
know.
exes that have tried to trap me. Like, everyone knows that I'm like not anti-kids, because I do want to have kids eventually, like someday, but I'm just like not right now. Like, I do not want to have a kid at all, period, right now. Like,
I know more than I felt that the first time I ever got on birth control was to counteract somebody who was trying, like not even just
so someone tried to trap
trying.
you, like actively trying to trap. Okay, so what was that experience like? Like, aren't you like, bro, how are you, like, you are a fucking weirdo.
At the time, the person I messed around for about 2 years. I'm not gonna say no names because, but he's a Scorpio, which is I found funny that I have a Scorpio moon, and he was a Scorpio, but he already had a kid, and was just determined to trap me. And at some point, I just wasn't, and I was just taking it off as Mother Nature saying, "I got your back. You and I are on the same page. This too shall not pass." But eventually, I ended up getting on birth control just to, not that really gave me comfort because his baby mother got pregnant on the same one. So it was a thing, and you're completely right about men wanting to have kids because he was determined to have a second child.
Yeah.
So it was just like,
Yeah. Nah, for me, I had an ex that just was like, yo, like, first it started off because like I'm horrible at breaking up. Like I'm bad at breaking up. So like if we break up, I'm still coming to your house the next day. And I have to stop being like that. Like, yo, it's bad with me. Like, but when I'm done, I'm done. Like once my feelings is out of it,
It's an
like you're
Aquarius
literally a
thing.
ghost to me.
It takes 2 seconds for us to just no longer
Period.
have emotions
Because
towards
it's a
anyone.
mental thing, and I feel like Aquariuses, we're more mentally like in control.
We don't feel our emotions, we think our emotions.
Exactly. So for me, it's just once I actually put my mind to it, like focus, Rebecca. You don't give a fuck. You don't give a fuck. Cool. But before that process happens, I'm just like, yeah, I do give a fuck. Like I'm just come over here even
Right.
though we're broken up. So like I was pretty much done, but I didn't want to start having sex with other people. So it was just like a thing. But like one thing I'm big on is like do not fuck your exes. Like ladies, stop
back.
fucking your exes. Do
Please.
not go back. I don't care how good the dick is, how much I think I could be friends with benefits. No, like because the thing is like once you have sex with someone that you already have feelings for, you're like no matter what you guys do, you're not gonna be just fucking because you already have those emotional ties to each other. That's how I feel. That's how I
I feel like it depends on the person's emotional level because I've not to say I've had feelings for people, but I've definitely messed around with people that I may have had like a small crush on for like one whole day because I haven't had a crush in a very long time, but I'd have a crush on them for one whole
I
day.
haven't had a crush in a
Do
long
something
time
and
either.
then
Yo, life is so bland. Like I
you
just
like
wanna,
bland. I
like-
enjoy it. I think I enjoy being Aquarius.
I'm a hopeless romantic. I think that's my Cancer moon. Cause me, like, I don't care for the romance, but I do like the interestingness of it. But you have to be an interesting person, and most dudes are fucking whack.
I mean,
Like, I have yet to find a dude that's just like, yo, I'm crushing on you. Like I did feel like that about the dude I talked to now, but like he's been pissing me off.
feelings fade. I haven't felt that way towards anyone in a very long time, to be honest with you. And I feel like the deeper I've like looked into my natal chart, now that I've actually pulled it up, the deeper I've looked into my natal chart, I feel like a lot that repetitively shows up is that like I'm very like intuitive, and sometimes like I just don't, my spirit just don't agree with people before I even speak a word to them.
Right.
And so it's kind of hard when I just feel like finding that balance between okay, you've been through a lot and you just don't want to deal with people, and intuition saying, listen, bitch, I'm saying something to you and you better listen.
So do you want to start dating? Do you not want to start dating? Are you like in between?
If it happens, I have to feel some type of emotion towards the person, and pulling. That's not even pigs flying. That's not even hell freezing over. That's like the devil himself popping up from underneath the ground. Because it's just hard for me to like people.
What do you do? Like, where do you go? Because, like, me, I've been watching a lot of, I'm like, I've been watching a lot of hypergamy stuff on YouTube. Not that, I'm not for or against hypergamy. I'm pretty, like, neutral about it. So I've been watching a lot of hypergamy channels and stuff like that, and a lot of dating advice channels for Black women. Cause that's a whole different, like our dating game is a whole different game from other women's dating shit. So like I've been watching a lot of that, and like not for nothing, like don't get too wrapped up into it because there's so much more to life than dating. Like there's so much more things
Not
to
even
do.
wrapped up in it.
Yeah, but like it is good for, I would say, creativity. Like to be out mingling and dating and stuff.
I feel like as an artist, as a drawer, as a painter, as a writer, I feel like the emotions that I feel for people become a little bit too. Life imitates art and art imitates life.
Exactly.
And the things that I feel for people when I feel for them become a little bit too art-like, and my art becomes a little bit too life-like. Where if I actually had published 2 works of writing in high school, and if you were to go back to any of my writing in high school, it was so heartbreaking and so like angsty.
But that's what makes it so
So I'm over
like I
that.
see why those fucking LA freaks that are in LA
Like,
do like LSD and then bar hop
like,
and go write a whole fucking movie.
because I couldn't
Fucking
just. Once you're in my, I try not to like smash certain emotions like love and art together, because in art you never die, and there are some pieces of writing that I love, but the person woven into them is just still there, and there's
See,
just
I can disconnect myself from the stuff I create, because most of the things I create are based in experiences and people in my life. Like even certain characters I create in my writing, or certain themes I talk about on my podcast, or even certain characters I play. They're connected. Like I channel and connect to different persons that have been in my life, and I don't despise that. It's kind of like a thank you, like
Cancer Moon. I feel like you get the luxury of not being too disconnected from your
Yeah.
emotions, where you can plug in when you can, versus like that Virgo Scorpio with that Aquarius. It's like none of them are very emotional signs, if you want to be honest.
At all.
So
Yeah. For me, like even my one of the only exes I had that I'm actually still cool with, I was just thinking like he's also Aquarius, which is fucking
Yikes.
crazy. Yeah, but I was just thinking like, yo, the next like love story piece I write, I have a muse, because we're still cool, and like being that we're still cool, like not that I think about us still getting back together, because he's bad for me. But like I still can like pull certain like
Right.
emotions and stuff to put in that, and I'm
I
just
still
like,
get to use you.
yeah. But yeah, life and dating is fucking weird, especially at this age.
Dating doesn't even exist for me. I feel like on my behalf of just, I feel like I'm just an odd person, like an odd. Beyond just me being an Aquarius, just me just feeling like I'm just an odd spirit.
Right.
And it's either like you mesh with me or you don't. And I feel like a lot of males in our general age group just don't. They just want a certain type. And
That's why you date older dudes.
Yeah, I actually only mess around with people older than me. Like most of the people that I've hung around are like 23 plus.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like, I feel like there's nothing wrong. Like, shout out to all the Barbie dolls that walk around here, hair done, nails done, dress a certain way, but that's just not who I am.
Mm-hmm.
Like, as you can see, I'm just not the extremely dress up type. Males want a certain type, and I feel like sometimes they want pretty and docile, and you're not getting either from me.
Yeah,
sometimes like I
Aquarius
can't be
energy. Yeah, I literally just like, oh my god, because it's like literally like dudes, like I said, like have a perception of me. They're just like, oh, like, yo, like, okay, this is what you're about. But the actual version of me, they can't accept that. Like that's not what they want or what they need. Like for example, like dudes would be like, yo, I really like you because you're so smart, you're ambitious, you're this, like you work hard. But then when it actually comes down to dating me, yeah, I'm ambitious, so I don't have time to text you back all the time. Yeah, I do work hard, so sometimes I have to zone in and tune you out because I have to focus in on something. And a lot of times, that's problematic because dudes want
attention.
And
I have a thing of telling people I am not your mother.
Yeah. Not even being a mother, but like I'm just not that girl. Like I'm not clingy. I'm not super like affectionate and stuff like that. So a lot of times I feel like guys are just like they want that from me and they're like, you're not showing me I love you and my that you love me, and my way of I love you is like, you ate today? You good?
Right.
You got seatbelt on?
The little
you need
questions.
anything from me? All right, cool. Leave me the fuck alone. Like, feel me? And like, not in a way like leave me the fuck alone, but like I'm just like I am not going to be on you 24/7.
People's love language is very different, and I feel like the deeper you get into just beyond spirituality, we didn't grow up in each other's households. We don't know what people saw as love. We don't know what they experienced as love, what perceptions they have. Because my perception of love may not be the same as yours, may not be the same as anybody else's. Because we didn't grow up in the same house. The love you saw in your parents may not be the love I saw in mine, or the love somebody else saw in theirs. So that's why I try not to be so I'm neutral. I personally don't like males, but I've learned to be neutral about it because both sides are very traumatized. Both sides have gone through things, and it becomes a matter of whether you're going to be able to deal with someone whose traumas either are going to be the same as yours or on the opposite side of the spectrum. And a lot of people just can't do that. I don't really blame them because you're not really obligated to put up with anybody's traumas.
Yeah. Yeah, I honestly, I just personally feel like that's why both people in the relationship have to be equally yoked, and equally yoked in the sense of knowledge, where they stand, how they feel about things in the world. You guys don't have to be exactly alike, but I feel like everyone should just have something like, yo, this is what I expect, and I expect the same thing. To make things much easier. Because then if you're like, then anything past that, you're trying to change the person. And most people, especially in this generation, aren't willing to change.
I'm not going to fault them. I'm like Eartha Kitt when it comes to compromise.
Yeah,
I'll laugh about that. I can't compromise.
Compromise for what?
Like,
Yo, I just was telling my ex this. Like, I literally was telling him because I talked to him for relationship advice. Yo,
relationship
no.
with your exes.
Let me
Oh my
tell
gosh.
you. Let me tell you something. Exes actually give probably the best relationship advice because they were in a relationship with you. Like, feel me?
No.
Like, you don't have to take all of the advice, but if you have a good ex, this ex, like, we didn't break up for nothing crazy, like, because you cheated on me or anything.
See, yeah,
so
that was my last relationship, so that's what that advice
like
thing is out the
we
window.
broke up, but on like a mutual understanding, like, yo, this isn't gonna work. We're friends. Like, we were cool. We could still be friends. So he gives me pretty good relationship advice, and I was just like telling him, I'm like, yo, like, honestly, like, I just don't see myself compromising in any relationship I get in, just because I know what I want. Not only knowing what I want, but like for my family, for my kids, for my this, like,
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with never. You should never have to lower your standards to meet somebody else's. However, for me personally, the reason why I feel like I'm okay with not being in a relationship because one, it's just not in my heart anymore to be able to do that. Where I'm just completely like nonchalant, don't care for it, don't want to be bothered with it. But a lot of the things with relationships, I care a lot. Like, I'll go to the end. It doesn't even have to be like romantic, platonic relationships. I'll go to the end of the world and break my back for you. And because I've just been in so many situations, especially with the one I told you I messed with for 2 years, I was going through nothing but drama back to back and faithfully staying, like paying for stuff, not just for him, but paying for stuff. So it was just like me knowing that that's how far I'm willing to go for someone if I care. I just don't care anymore because it's just that balance of protecting yourself, but protecting yourself while allowing other people into your life. I just haven't found it yet because now it's just like protecting myself at all costs because I don't have time for people.
Yeah,
fuckery.
you come first.
Like, I come first because at the end of the day, I took this first breath and I'm going to take this last breath. And it's either you going to help it get easier, and if you're making it harder, you got to go.
Period. So what are like, okay, so kind of going back into like Zodiac and stuff like that. How do you, cause me, I'm really trying to learn how to use my Zodiac to navigate myself like through life. Not necessarily like, oh, you're a Scorpio, stay away from me, bad energy, but more so in the way of like, for example, like my shit right now on CoStar says it takes real courage to let another human see you. So more necessarily in how the little tidbits and like that help me in like my real life. Like, who am I not allowing to see me? I'm assuming probably my audience. So that's why I'm doing something more intimate. So how do you do that? Or do you?
I feel like as far as a funny story, somebody texted me and asked me what my sign was, and he tried to give me a synopsis of my sign, and I had to kind of be like, skirt, you can't give me a synopsis of my sign, and all you know is my sun sign. That's a general assumption, when the only way you're going to get a specific ideal of who I am is if you know all of my, you know, my sun, my rising,
people don't even know that,
my moon, my planets, the houses, and stuff like that. So yeah, I put a whole stop in his whole train of thought and clipped that whole him getting on to me real quick. But I feel like for me personally, I usually watch my horoscope in a couple different apps, you know, different places, because there's Western timing and then there's the other type of timing where your horoscope may not be the same because it's in a different timing on the other side of the world. So I watch some of those also, but usually I keep up with like the moon phases, where the sun is traveling into, what planets are traveling into what planets. Like we recently just experienced the Aquarius new moon on 24th.
Yes.
So I try to keep up with that and try to keep my energy flowing around those type
It's
of
also
things.
the year of Aquarius. It was last year the year of Aquarius.
I feel like I'm not even positively sure. I just know we entered the year of the rat for Chinese because for Chinese I actually read a book on the conversion of like the Chinese New Year's, the Chinese animals into
I was born
Zodiac?
in the year of the dragon.
I was I believe I'm the year of the rat, and we've just entered the rat, and that's success and energy and all that is beautiful with associating with the rat, although it doesn't sound very attractive.
Nah, I like that. I actually want a dragon tattoo because I was born in the year of the dragon. I'm just
Don't
like,
get a basic one. Please
yeah,
don't get
I
a
don't
regular
want to get a regular one. I actually want to get an actual, like, I'm in between getting like an actual like pretty origami kind of dragon or getting a puppet dragon because I like puppets. But I don't want to get like the regular like Drake, the American Teenage Dragon, squiggly dragon going down my back. I want to get something that's more me. And I think I might. I'm telling y'all all my good tattoo ideas, so do not steal it. But I want to do that because I'm into the art, so I might more so lean on getting a puppet one. And if I do, I'll get it like right here, and then right here be the fucking Phantom of the Opera mask, the sad face, the smiley face.
Good tattoo ideas.
Yes.
Makes my 4 little tattoos seem like nothing. But I actually love my tattoos. A lot of the tattoos ideas, after the previous retrograde that had ended in, what month was that? December? Like early December. And then coming into Capricorn season, we were experiencing like that whole like massive of energy coming into 2020 with, you know, the whole year, this year being, we have a 29th this year. So shout out to all the February 29th people who are actually aging this year.
Yes.
Woo. I feel like I've had like a really good bout of creativity. And that was my pre-horoscope that I had read for 2020, like a good like mass bout of creativity and expression. Like I recently got this tattoo on my neck that says Virago.
Did it hurt?
I like pain, so I'm not the question. I'm not the person.
I like it too, because people ask me that about my thigh tattoo, and I'm like, no, not at all. But I want to get my neck, and I heard the neck actually does hurt.
Right. I really like pain. I have about 4 tattoos, 5 piercings. So as far as the neck goes, I'd say it was like a 2.
All right,
And it was only uncomfortable because I have a little neck, and he was like on my neck while he was tattooing it, so we had to take breaks for me to breathe.
My tattoo artist, his name is Bully, because he don't stop.
See, I need a tattoo
Like, he
artist
don't
like
do
that.
breaks.
See, yeah,
And I got, like, my thigh pieces, like, this big, like, with detail. So I sat there and let him do the shit on my thigh, but it actually didn't hurt that bad.
So yeah, so I've had a really like good bout of creativity with this 2020 energy. Outside of the fact that January's been a rough month, getting this tattoo was very self-entitling, self-liberating, because Virago is a Latin word. I used to take Latin many years ago in middle school. And Virago is, in its negative meaning, it's like a very angry, domineering, violent, bad-tempered woman. But in the more positive light, it's a female warrior. And I felt like very fitting to be short-tempered. But I'll be short-tempered and lighting fuses as I'm going to war. So I think that spirituality plays a big part in how I express myself, because then that expression becomes a little bit softer. I feel like my expression has become a little bit less aggressive as I've gone on the spiritual path of like meditating, knowing the colors, looking into videos. Just my expression has become a little less bark, more like you can see it and not feel so like attacked by it.
Yeah. I've been working on that too. I feel like as Aquarian women, we have a way of like attacking with our words when we feel like we're actually educating. Like we have a way of belittling people when we speak. And I've been trying to work on that because a lot of people don't want to listen when they feel like they're being minimized. Yeah.
I feel like I have like I sound angry all the time. That's my problem. I usually sound really aggressive. And even I've been trying to work on it because my friend, like my faithful one friend named Andy, he literally saw me on the train and he was scared to say something to me because I had such a mean look on my face. He just didn't want to bother me. So I've been working on that, and especially with like tone of voice of being nice, because like I've only ever had customer service jobs. And so I had to learn to have a nice voice and a less like aggressive aura.
I'm experimenting on the people at my job how to be nice because like literally like it's getting to the point where like either if you come to my job you think I'm a straight up bitch or you love my service. So I'm like, you know what, let me work on, although I don't think it's anything wrong with being a bitch, but I'm like, let me just try to work on my inner bitchiness.
Our favorite
a little
Aquarian,
bit.
Megan Thee Stallion, just came out with the song Bitch.
Like, yo, what's crazy is me and Megan got the same fucking birthday. Like, yo, no funny shit. I'm just like, before I knew we had the same birthday, I would just always look at her like, there's just something about your energy that just...
Yeah, I always knew she was an Aquarius. If
like,
she would have been something else, I would have been so disappointed.
Yeah, I just was like, there's something about your energy that's just so, like, me.
Aquarius and Pisces, I gotta hand it to them. They always come out with they always have creative people. I give it to them with that. Aquarius and Pisces, I think, have
I feel like Aquariuses always have innovators. Like, we always have people that Oprah, Michael Jordan.
Apparently, Alicia Keys.
Alicia Keys is Aquarius. Birdman. Who else? Bobby Brown. Like, even like the most trifling of us are innovators. Galileo. He invented gravity. Well, not invented gravity, but he taught people what gravity is. Abraham Lincoln, the first black president.
Don't let that go over your head.
I'm not gonna say no more. I'm done with conspiracy theories because no funny shit. Yo, Facebook shut my Facebook shut me down. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say what I said about the dead.
Stop aggravating the government.
But all I'm gonna say is I inquired a couple things about a recently dead celebrity having a diet and pill thing going on. And he found out that the pharmaceuticals was putting illegal shit in there, and now all of a sudden they're dead. Anyway, after I kind of spilled the tea, now I'm blocked on Facebook for bullshit. So I'm going to chill with the conspiracy theories and talk about things that I can still talk about that are also empowering. Y'all trying to get me one way, but y'all can't get me the other. Anyway. Facts, but like, yo, no funny shit. Like, yo, I'm about to start putting fucking black tape on all my devices. Like, I'm about to start being like super psycho. Because yo,
I'll turn into Edward Snowden wherever he is right now.
Yo, I've been watching a lot of Dick Gregory. You know what that is?
Yes. I try to keep my mind away from that because you and I are both Aquariuses, and trust and believe we'll start connecting A to B, and next thing you know, we'll be at Z somewhere in Antarctica trying to figure out where the pyramids went wrong. So
I'm just like, you know what? Y'all will not get me. I see y'all. Y'all trying to put tags on me. You're trying to prospect me, but it's okay because I will rise. Anyway, but yeah, there's a lot of Aquarius is a very good sign. Like no funny shit. Like not even because it's my sign, but literally like no zodiac can exist without us because we're water. Like
It's a little confusing though because we're
also an air sign. Yeah,
our sign is water, but we're an air sign. So
that's why we're always very hard to read.
This doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Why our sign is water and why our name is Aquarius, yet we're air signs, but
because
we're just special.
No, what I'm saying is like, yo, we're air sign, you need air to breathe. We're water, you need water to like, yo, like you need. We're everything you need. We are everything you need. What Matt, what's your sign? You're a Virgo. Oh. You mad that you're an old lady. That's what y'all are.
I know a lot about signs.
Virgos are old ladies. That's what they are. You mad that we all that you need.
Aquarius is airheads.
Yeah. Wait, you want to know something? I will not argue that because a lot of people think I'm very ditzy.
That's how
And
we
I can
come off.
understand. Yeah, we come off ditzy because we're smarter than most people. Listen, the thing that people don't understand is that most geniuses are either crazy or actual fucking. And I know retarded is an ableist term, but they're like literally retarded. Like not Abraham Lincoln, Albert Einstein literally could not speak until he was 6 years old. And somehow
came up with the whole theory.
Yeah.
Whoa, okay.
Yeah.
Well, but then again, look at our president. So
True.
not surprised.
But see, like, he's an idiot that's like not a genius. Like, he's just like, he's an idiot with position.
But you know what? Going into spirituality, I feel like after I got into it, I legit realized I was just meeting people along. I realized about my natal chart in particular. Some people's charts that I've looked into, most people have fixed signs on their charts. Like their sign will be like all water signs, all air signs, or maybe air or water. I have like all the elements all over my chart. So realizing previous year, I was just meeting Scorpios, I was meeting Virgos, I was messing with an Aquarius. So I was just like, woof.
Two Aquariuses together is
good sex. That's it.
Pretty much
That's it. That's really
and
it.
good sex and good conversation.
Because they were an artist too, so it was a level of comprehension. But it's so hard for me, and sometimes majority of the time I just don't.
Because we're very cold beings, but we also like for our partners to show us some sort of emotion. So it's just like when we're getting the same coldness back, it's like,
I'd be chilling.
motherfucker.
I'd chill. Like I really was chilling. It's just for me, I don't know if I can see myself with another human being. Not gonna lie, because it's just.
So you think you're gonna be single forever?
That's the goal. Not
really?
gonna lie to you.
Like you want to be single forever? But yeah, just because
So
you
I
don't believe in marriage, you can have an eternal boyfriend, girlfriend.
I wouldn't do that to someone. I'm not gonna push my views.
But there's some people who like that though. Like I'm a firm believer, like there's literally someone out there for everyone. So there are people out there who don't mind being in an eternal boyfriend girlfriend relationship. Like literally, I met a dude. He's a cab driver. I love talking to cab drivers. But he's like 40 something, no kids, and him and his girlfriend been together forever, and they don't plan on getting married. And he's comfortable with the fact that they have two little cute chihuahuas, and like literally, like there's someone out there for everyone.
I mean, I feel like I plant my life to be just me. It's not really inclusive of other people, which is something that I've been trying to work on. I'm not very believe it or not, as many customer service jobs that I have, I'm just not very people oriented. Like people being around me is just like, I have a bubble. I like to maintain my bubble, and people kind of like aggravates it. But I feel like relationship wise, I don't see myself going anywhere, because there's just things about myself that I'm learning to accept. There are things about myself that I'm growing with. And as selfish as it sounds, I'm not putting up with someone with the same traumas, different traumas, because I'm not a therapist. If I can go and get one, so can you. And moreover, I don't have time to teach someone how to deal with me. Like, of course, there comes a day when it comes to friends, but even that's kind of short-tempered for me. But that being with someone comes with learning how they are, learning how they tick, why they do the things that they do. And if you don't have the patience to comprehend that on a grander scheme of just this person is how they are versus they grew up in this environment, therefore this is the result of this, it becomes kind of impossible, and I don't have time to kind of just sit there and explain to someone like, hey, I'm dealing with some mental things, and some days I'm really okay, and other days I just can't get out of bed. And I don't have time to kind of baby someone to understand me when I'm just understanding me. I can't take 2 steps forward to take 8 steps back for you.
So do you think when you fully understand yourself, you'll be more open to the idea of a relationship? Or not fully understand yourself, but you have a grasp of who you are and who you aren't?
Probably not, because once I get a hold of that, once I establish the freedom, like what freedom I'm fighting so hard to keep and maintain, once I know, like, I can grasp what it is, I don't think I'm going to want to just share that with another person. I want years to, like, enjoy that, and that's why I planned my life the way that I did, so that when I take my last breath, there's nothing but memories of everything that I did for myself. Because the
Right.
first couple years of my life weren't my life. Like, leaving at 18 was probably the beginning of me figuring out who I am. And I would just like to spend these next couple of years just being me as I can possibly can till I take my last breath. And if somebody wants to window into my web and get stuck, I just hope they understand what's normal to the spider is chaos to the fly. I wish them the best of luck.
I like that phrase. But nah, that's interesting. You know, I pretty much, cause I have like I'm very conflicted with like there's part of me that has the like, yeah, I want to like be married and have kids and stuff like that. But there is a part of me that knows that if that happens, it probably won't happen for a while because I'm like so into my career. And then there's another part of me that's just like this thing just might not happen. Like I might just never
struggle.
have. Yeah. But like for me, I feel like it's more real because it's like presented to me every day.
This is your life.
Like it's just like in my face every day. But life is just crazy. And humans
Human nature is as human nature does.
yeah, and it just gets fucking weirder and fucking weirder and fucking weirder.
Hate it here. 2 stars. Actually, none.
Yeah, I would not.
Earth is
Yo,
ghetto.
if there's any aliens that listen to my podcast, first of all, I'm flattered. Second of all,
Take me with you. I don't belong here.
listen, I would rate Earth at 0 stars.
Negative
Would
2.
not recommend. But on that note, thank you for coming and running your fucking mouth with me.
Woo.
That's what I likes to do. I likes to talk. This is very. I like this podcast. I feel like this is an episode people gonna be able to roll up and smoke a blunt
Because I can't.
and get to their third eye, that higher power of
And
thinking.
get in touch with Aquarius that they know. Listen, y'all, be not as bad as we seem.
Exactly. Yo, Aquariuses are the best fucking friends. So for this Aquarius season, snag you, Aquarius. Do you have anything you're promoting? Anything you want to share? Anything?
I'm an artist, you guys, so if you just follow Demon the Brat, exactly how it sounds, I'll be posting some of my work, and I soon start doing canvases of things.
Okay,
so
cool.
look out for copacetic chaos popping up on your walls.
Yes, I like that. And as always, I am your host, Rebecca Shelby, aka I got my foot on these bitches next. It is
Period.
Aquarius season. I am the Aquarius queen. And this is the Burnout Podcast, as always, at S.STREET Media. Follow us at burnout.pod. Follow the brand at S_street_media. And what you call it?
You didn't say nothing about your event.
Oh yeah, and damn. Okay, so before we get the fuck out of here, let me tell y'all, Ariana was actually at my event.
Yes.
So,
Women with Voices.
yes, we had Women with Voices. That shit was fucking amazing. People laughed, cried. I had a lot of compliments on my food, so you guys better come out to the next one because your girl can cook. Cause no funny shit, that was my biggest fear. Like if people start eating my food and they like, if somebody like, yo, this shit nasty.
I'm crying. I'd be heartbroken for
Bro,
you.
the whole event would have been done. If I had heard someone be like, yo, I ain't fucking with this food. This shit is
I
disgusting.
would have been hurt for you. I would
I
have ate
would
it
have been
regardless,
like,
though.
yo, get
I would
the
have
fuck
ate it with a
out.
smile, though. They just were just phony.
Like, yo, no funny shit, but it was amazing. We had a lot of beautiful women come out and perform, talk about their experiences. We got an A+ for diversity. It was all sorts of women up in the spot, all sorts of brown women up in there.
Yes.
So, did you enjoy it? Did you have
I
fun?
loved it. I like alcohol, so
Yeah.
of course. But it was a very good experience to see like women from different walks of life being in a room, and it's no shade, it's no animosity, no we're petty, no cat scratching. Like it was a good energy, and it can happen. It should happen more. It just takes a lot of patience.
Yeah, yo, no funny shit. Like, shout out Chichi Lovato. Y'all definitely gotta listen to her music. But she came up to me and was like, this is the first time I've been around so many girls and no one has fought. And I just
I mean, she's not lying.
Yes, like it took me a minute to process that. Like she's right. This is my first time being
women
around.
are worse. Women will sit there as soon as they feel threatened in any shape or form, because I've been known to do it on trains. I feel threatened by another female, I would be so quick to hop on my seat and like, you want to do something?
Yeah, like this shit is, I'm like, wow, she's right. I gotta do this again. So it was just an amazing experience. All the videos and everything will be on S.STREET Media's YouTube channel.
The video is already out.
Oh, the video is already
up.
out.
Guys, go and check it out.
So
Have
make
fun.
sure you guys check that out. The panel was amazing. We had a lot of good questions coming from the stream at home. We had a lot of good questions to answer. What was some of your favorite parts of the night?
I feel like top favorite part was probably like seeing other female rappers. I'm a big supporter of female rappers, and aren't like outside of like Rico Nasty or like Asian Doll or like the other like Cash Doll, those other female rappers. It's nice to see that others exist, and that look like us beyond just being black, being from the same hood, coming out of a hood.
Yeah, definitely. So that was the quick little recap about Women with Voices. I'm definitely going to be having another one in April, so make sure you guys look out for that one. It'll be a different topic, probably some mental health. Ooh. So we will definitely keep you posted at that. As always, I am your host, Rebecca Shelby. I'm going to do my closing again because I could do that. AKA, I got my foot on these bitches next. Period. As always, we are here at S.STREET Media. This is the Burnout Podcast. Say thank you to my lovely hosts for joining us. And we are out.